Hello everybody. I know I haven't done a review on here in a while, but for this film that I'm going to be reviewing, I just had to do a video review. I actually reviewed this for my website as well. I definitely give it high praises, I can definitely tell you that. Anyone who's familiar with Lucifer Valentine definitely knows of the Vomit Gore trilogy. Most people probably have at least seen this one just for even curiosity's sake. I'm not saying you necessarily got through it, but you probably at least seen it. I particularly like the Vomit Gore trilogy. I think they're pretty cool films. Definitely different. Not something I can watch every day, but on occasion when I get in the mood for something more extreme, I pick those up. Or even the well, if I had them, I'd probably pick out the toe tag pictures type of more extreme films. But anyways, the ones I'm talking about today are, well, I am talking about two different ones. It's two different cuts of the film. But the film I'm talking today is Black Metal Veins. At first, I actually thought this was, when I heard the title originally, I thought it was going to be something more along the lines of like the Vomit Gore trilogy, just something a little more different. But what I got was actually a documentary that follows 5 different drug users who are mainly into stuff like heroin and crack. That's their drugs of choice, pretty much. They seem like they do about anything, any kind of drug that's put in front of them. But nonetheless, these are typically people that most people would look at them as like being scum or trash, and just worthless and everything else like that. But I don't look at them that way. I look at them as actually pretty good people for the most part. They just pretty much have an affliction that is drugs, and it seems like they just can't get out of the grip of the drug addiction, and no matter how many times they get clean, they're right back to it. It's like what Raven says. What is it exactly? Once a junkie, always a junkie. And that may be true for a lot of people. But one thing that really gave me respect for these people in this documentary is that they're not these type that are drug addicts who whine and bitch and blame it on everything else, blame it on their life, blame it on society, which some people in their life, they may have had a bad life and that could have affected them. But they don't sit there whining and bitching about it. They, especially like Raven, she pretty much straight up says that she did this to herself. This was her choice. That's not like someone else made the choice for her. Because like she says, she had a great life. And she had a great childhood and everything. And she still became like the way she was. Because it was her choice in the end. That gave me a lot of respect for them. Because they're not just there on blaming other people. But nonetheless, it goes through and you learn a lot about their past. You learn their experiences, what they've been through and everything. It's pretty sad a lot of the times. And especially when you find out at 2 different parts of the documentary that 2 of the people that you see in the documentary end up dying. The first one actually died from he got shot in the head 4 times, he got shot in the heart 4 times during a bad drug deal. And the other one actually had an overdose because I guess they mixed, I think it's phenolin or something like that. They mixed it with either crack or heroin, and with that mixture, it ended up killing a person and ended up overdosing them because I think they did like what they call a full cap. That's one thing you will learn a lot about if you're not too familiar with some of the drug terms and everything. You'll learn in this. Yeah, you will. Nonetheless, it's a damn good documentary, and one thing that's also cool that I must add is they talk to. I know at least they talked to Brad's father and mother, which is very cool. I think it's his father. Pretty sure it was his father. They talked to them, and it's pretty cool to kind of see their perspective of what's going on. Um, they're both great people as well, and even though the mother does, she suffers from like a disease that pretty much is it's gonna kill her. It was gonna kill her at some point, and she ended up dying, I guess, in 2011, which is sad, but nonetheless, she kind of blames herself. I think she blamed herself. I can't quite remember 100% about that part, but of her son Brad getting into the stuff they got into. I could definitely say she's an enabler, but nonetheless, she's still a good person. She just, I'm a father myself, and I know what it is to have kids, and just that the love you have for your kids. Even if they have an addiction, I can see that. I can see myself, wanting to help them. Even though my son is 4 and my daughter's only like 5 months, I could see where the mother comes from on this. But yeah, it's a very interesting time, because I mean, there's a couple parts where there's a little humor to it, but for the most part, it's really kind of tragic the way that these people, what they're going through, and that they're just stuck in this downward spiral and this like black void of just bad stuff, just drugs, just in general drugs. And I'm not, and the thing is, it's like, I don't advocate drugs. Sorry about that, I just had to cut away for a moment. But anyways, like I was saying though, I don't advocate drugs. If someone does pot, I don't consider pot a drug. That's just my opinion. You may see things differently. But, and that's another thing, is this documentary is not about advocating drugs. It's actually to show you the bad parts of it and the dark side of it, and actually to help people pretty much not go that way. And in a lot of ways, I think it would deter a lot of people from going that way. But let me get into the part of the difference between the director's cut and the what they call the domestic cut. The difference really is there is some sexual content in the domestic cut, but it's even more graphic in the uncut version. That's the main stuff I could tell that was different. But I didn't really have enough time to go fully back through and just go back and forth on each version to take in, look and see every single little thing. But the uncut version is actually 5 minutes longer. Really, it doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter which cut you get, because I don't honestly think you're missing out on much. If you do get, if you just get the edited, what they call it, domestic or edited, or whatever you want to say, cut. I do say though, like, I do like the director's cut more on anything, because that's the director's vision, and that's what I want to see. But nonetheless, you don't necessarily need to have the director's cut of this film. There's also a Blu-ray out of it, which I will eventually get. Yeah, I could not recommend this more. If you're a fan of documentaries, especially the ones that are definitely more on like the dark side, like stuff like, I guess, like Hated, G.G. Allen and the Murder Junkies, or Last Days Here, stuff like that, then I think you would really enjoy this. I think there's even one that I have not got to see yet. It's Dragon something. I can't quite remember it right off the bat, but I'll leave a link to my review on my website, so you should check that out. But yeah, that's been enough of me rambling on and on and on. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and definitely go check out this documentary. But one thing I will give you one last warning on: I was just watching the trailer first, because some people, even if you're into vomit gore stuff, may not like this, just because it's not a vomit gore movie. It's not an extreme horror film. It does show the horrors of their addiction, but it's not. It's a documentary, you know, and that's what you're going to get. And I do suggest also watching it with commentary after you watch it without commentary first. But yeah, that's all I can really say about it. Definitely check out his films. If you have not seen the Vomit Gore trilogy, definitely should check out Slaughter Vomit House to get you started on that one. But yeah, alright, see you guys later. Bye.